Once upon a time, in a dense green forest, lived a clever jackal and a strong donkey. They were unlikely friends. The jackal loved to think and plan, while the donkey loved to talk and prove himself right. They often went out together in search of food, but their differences always led to arguments. One hot afternoon, the two friends wandered into a farmer's field filled with fresh, juicy crops. The donkey's eyes sparkled. "Look at this feast," he cried. "We've found heaven." The jackal, cautious as ever, sniffed the air and said, "We should eat quietly and leave before the farmer finds us." But the donkey laughed. "You worry too much, no one will come." The jackal sighed, but followed his friend. They began to eat. For a while, everything was peaceful. Then suddenly, the donkey lifted his head and said, "I feel like singing." The jackal froze. "Singing? Here? Are you mad?" he whispered. "If the farmer hears you, we'll be caught." The donkey puffed up proudly. "I have a beautiful voice," he said. "Why should I hide it? I'll prove it to you." The jackal rolled his eyes. "Be wise, my friend. This is not the time or place." But the donkey brayed loudly, ignoring him completely. Within moments, the peaceful field filled with the donkey's loud, off-key voice. The jackal quickly ran into the nearby bushes. "Do what you want," he muttered, "but don't say I didn't warn you." The donkey sang even louder, convinced he was right to express himself freely. Suddenly, the farmer woke up from his nap inside the hut. Hearing the strange noise, he grabbed a stick and ran out. "A thief in my field!" he shouted. The donkey froze mid-song. Before he could run, the farmer struck him with the stick again and again. The donkey managed to escape with bruises and tears. When he found the jackal waiting at the edge of the forest, he shouted angrily, "Why didn't you help me?" The jackal replied calmly, "I tried to warn you, but you wanted to be right, not wise." The donkey groaned in pain but said nothing. Days passed, his wounds healed, but his pride didn't. He still believed that the jackal was wrong to leave him. He told himself, "Next time I'll show him who's truly right." One evening, they found another field, this time filled with sweet sugarcane. The jackal looked around carefully. "We must be quiet," he whispered. "The farmer might set traps here after what happened last time." The donkey laughed. "You and your fears, I know this place better than you." Ignoring the jackal's warning, the donkey stepped boldly into the field. He started munching noisily, breaking the sugarcane with loud crunches. The jackal, still cautious, stayed near the bushes, ears twitching for any sound. After a few minutes, the donkey smirked and said, "See, no one's here. You always worry for nothing." The jackal sighed but stayed silent. Just then, snap! A rope trap tightened around the donkey's leg. He cried out in pain and panic. The jackal quickly ran to help. "Don't move," he said. "If you stay calm, I can chew the rope." But the donkey, frightened and stubborn, kept kicking. "I told you I know better," he shouted, making the rope tighter. The jackal growled. "Stop arguing and listen. Be wise, not right." Finally, the donkey stopped struggling. The jackal bit through the rope with all his strength until it snapped. They both ran into the forest just as the farmer appeared with a torch. They hid behind a tree, panting and trembling. The donkey looked at the jackal with shame. "You saved my life," he said softly, "and you were right, again." The jackal smiled gently. "It's not about being right," he said. "It's about being wise. Wisdom keeps you safe. Pride puts you in danger." From that day on, the donkey changed his ways. He listened more and argued less. Whenever he was tempted to prove himself, he remembered the pain of the farmer's stick and the jackal's calm advice. And in that quiet forest, the donkey finally learned a timeless lesson. It's better to be wise, not right.